Hey guys, Mr. Right here, back for the second video tonight. Just ran the little test on the first video and everything seemed to be pretty good, so I'm going to run with this until I get the microphone set up like I mentioned. And I wanted to talk a little bit in this video about Tom Brady and his second extension. And then there was another topic, it'll come back to me as soon as I remember it. And there's a meme going out there that Tom Brady is the first quarterback to get an extension with us. And while there's two aspects to this. Number one, he's not technically the first quarterback to get a contract extension with us. We extended Chris Sims back about 10 years ago. Or not 10, about 15 years ago. Here's the catch though. We cut Chris Sims before that contract extension took place. So Chris Sims got the contract extension, but he never played on it. Now, Tom Brady's in the same boat as of today. He signed his second extension, and we're going to find out if he actually makes it to the second extension. So no Buccaneer quarterback has made it to the second extension yet. So he's got one more year on this current contract. He did the contract extension, gave us more salary cap space with probably some voidable years or something like that, and that's going to be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that, adding that to Tom Brady's resume, that he's the first quarterback to play on a second extension for the Buccaneers. That's kind of exciting. I don't know why, it just kind of is. And shoot, I wish I could remember that second topic. I think it might have had something to do with Donovan Smith, but it could have been something else. I can't remember. But real quick, anyway, so here's something. We brought back all the starters. That was something that's been kind of exciting. Everybody that started in that Super Bowl is back, and it's the first time in the free agency era that that's ever happened. And I think it's only twice in the modern era that that's happened. I think it happened back in 1980 with the Pittsburgh Steelers, 79 to 80 or 80 to 81, something like that, when the Steelers won their last two Super Bowls with Chuck Noll as the head coach. And there's something interesting too. In the modern era, the Pittsburgh Steelers only have 3 head coaches: Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin. That's it. That is remarkably consistent with their coaching. I've been for years now, probably since Lovey, right around the time the fiasco with Schiano, and then we went to Lovey Smith. That's what I wanted the Bucs to start doing. It's like, look, we got to stick with one coach. And hopefully Bruce Arians will help instill that into the Buccaneers organization. It's like, look, you guys can get consistency, you just got to keep your coaching staffs together. And I think that's kind of important. Look at the successful teams in the NFL. They have consistent coaching staffs. They don't do a whole lot of coaching staff turnovers. The Steelers, the Patriots, there's 2 big ones right there. Currently the Rams, they've had Sean McVay now for 3 or 4 years, and look what they've done. It's amazing. You keep the same coaching staff, and you seem to have less problems. You could take the other end of the spectrum, take a look at Cleveland and Detroit. Every few years they're turning over coaches, every few years. Here's a team that's currently starting to get into that mode, and they weren't in the past, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, they ran with Andy Reid for like 14, 15 years, something like that. It was a long, long time. Andy Reid, he had some personal issues with his family. I think his son died or something like that. I can't remember specifically, but he had some family issues that come up, and he just kind of lost it a little bit towards the end in Philadelphia, and they got rid of him. He went to Kansas City, got a fresh start. Look what he's done. Look what he's done. When you get your good coaches, keep them. Keep them. Give them a chance. Let them institute their system, which is another thing. The Raiders, looks like they're starting to do that because John Gruden signed a 10-year deal. That was quite amazing. I think that it was us at that particular time, that year, and the Raiders. And the Raiders jumped on it, and they were like, we weren't willing to offer 10 years. We were just going to do another 5-year deal. And John Gruden was like, no, I want more job security. I want it to be my team. And he got that deal with the Raiders. And we're going to find out. I think he's kind of an up and down coach. He'll have a good year, and he'll have a bad year. He'll have a good year, and he'll have a bad year. So we're going to see if he reestablishes that pattern. Anyway, so that was something I wanted to really touch on, the Tom Brady thing. It's quite amazing, and hopefully it'll happen, and he'll play on that second contract, and we'll have the first quarterback in Buccaneers history to play on a contract extension. And that, to me, is kind of exciting because we can seem to draft quarterbacks, but we certainly don't keep them. Doug Williams, Steve Young, Vinny Testaverde. Now I know there's a good topic. Vinny Testaverde. With us, he was garbage. He was garbage. But when he retired, he finished inside of the all-time quarterback list in yardage and touchdowns and everything. And here's something else. When he finished his career, he had a 2 to 3 touchdown ratio here in Tampa. For every 2 touchdowns, he had 3 interceptions. He finished his career with more touchdowns than interceptions. He was a good quarterback. He made it to some conference championship games. But we never put a team around him. We brought him in and we asked him to do everything. And it's a team sport, man. It's a team sport. We've been having this argument for years and years and years now. It's a team sport. You can't do that. But when he had support, Baltimore and the Jets, he made it to some deep playoff runs. Anyway, all that being said, I'm going to get some more topics going, and I'm going to start doing some more of these videos now that I got a good camera. And it's going to be exciting. So I'll catch you next time, guys.